founder of Joke Junction Stand-Up Comedy. Please give a warm welcome to Miss Emilie Stickley!
Intros with the GD bomb. Let's go. As Beth said, my name's Emily. I hail all the way from the Western Slope. Please don't tell me you've heard of Lauren Boebert. That's the only thing we're known for right now. Thank you. So we're going to focus on me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I recently won a twerk off. Thank you. I'm just as surprised as you are. It was like a double elimination, and I had the cardio and the knees for that shit, and I did it. I did that. I'm a Pisces with anxiety, which basically means all of my emotions are at surface level at all times. It's great for me. I've been doing stand-up comedy for about 8 years, and 2.5 pretty heavy in the valley, and it's gotten my valley, not your valley. And it's gotten to the point where my social circles are starting to Venn diagram. So I'm getting recognized. I used to just get recognized in the bars I performed at. Now I'm getting recognized in restaurants. I got recognized at a fundraiser I was at. And most recently, my doctor's office. So it was my gynecologist. That was a really, really fun visit for me. Being up in Snowmass, I never thought I'd have the opportunity to experience what it's like to be a minority, especially being white of the blonde hair, blue eye flavor. Y'all don't have any fat people up here, so getting a small taste of what that's like. Are you guys scared of it? It's okay. I mean, I've developed this really neat multi-tool right here. In the winter time, I can keep my fingers warm when I'm driving. Or if a boy takes me on a date, I can tuck my napkin. Because I'm fat, but I'm still a fucking lady, okay? I don't wipe it on my jeans. You can laugh. I'm inviting you to, because we have 2 more jokes about being fat. Actually, 1 more. It's a really good insurance policy, y'all, let me tell you. So when you're looking at cases of serial killers, what is one thing all the victims have in common? They're skinny. Nobody wants to do 2 trips for groceries. I am at minimum 5 trips, both arms fully loaded. No psycho's gonna look at me and be like, that's the one. Thank you. That's good. I have a conundrum or a bone to pick with some of those people who drive the big lifted yee-yee trucks. It's a very specific type of person usually, and it's an even more specific type of person who put the balls on the hitch. And I just want to ask them if they're aware they're giving their truck fender-affirming care. Because then you have the folks that have the balls on their hitches, and they go, yeah, she gets 40 miles per gallon. I don't know drugs. And she's a real beaut. And it's oh, so you do know how to use pronouns. My trans folks, I got a tip for you. If you just tell them you have a Cummins in your pants, I'm sure they'll get your pronouns right. For sure. I also find it funny when those trucks have the big 4x4 heavy duty lifted hauler package with a no fat chick sticker on the back. What's the fucking point? You don't want to haul this ass? Then you're not hauling ass, sorry. It's a fake and your pee-pee's probably small for it. Which brings me to Texas. Who here loves Texas? Oh, perfect. Okay. You're really gonna love these jokes then. Texas is a really confusing place to me, right? They say, no, you can't get abortions, but they'll still sell you tickets to Astroworld. Right? Or let you go to school in Uvalde. And I'm just not quite sure what phase of life they're concerned about. I also find it interesting that they've leaned into Texas is the Lone Star State. The Lone Star State. Do you think they knew that would be a bad Yelp review? 1 star. Texas is a 1-star state for me. I don't know if you could tell by looking at me, but I grew up kind of ghetto. And by ghetto, I mean like Grand Junction, Clifton, where all the meth is, ghetto. The street I grew up on, we dubbed it 32 and an 8-ball road. Yeah, it was great. The first picture of me in existence is my mom in front of a Christmas tree, right? And she's got a cigarette in this hand and a natty ice, okay? Fucking natty ice in this hand. And me in her belly. Yeah. I kind of blame my mom on fat for a little bit because like cheese puffs were more readily available than her love. So, thank you. It's okay. I'm coping. I'm figuring out how to work this out on stage in front of you. It's like therapy. So one of the ways I found out, like, I definitely grew up a little rough. Somebody was asking my girlfriend and I, if you could put anything in your mac and cheese and make it fancy, what would it be? At the same time, answer. 1, 2, 3. My girlfriend's answer, lobster. She's gonna have some yes, this lady's like, yeah, it's tantalizing, lobster mac and cheese. You wanna know what my answer was? Little Smokies. It's delicious, but it's a little, at least it's a step up from hot dogs, and I'll own that. It's a step up from hot dogs. I just kind of had a rough childhood. I didn't really get to be a kid. And my girlfriend watches her nieces about once a week. And one time she was like, can you just watch them? And I was like, I don't know how. And she's like, really, it's so easy. You just hang out with them, play. It's a time to just let your inner child be and be free. And I looked her dead in the eyes and I was like, my inner child has been dead longer than Jean-Benet Ramsey. I don't know what you want from me. I'm happy to admit she's resurfacing, and now I'm good, kind of, with kids. A little less uncomfortable, so that's fine. Where are all my folks who like to watch 2020 murdery documentaries? Perfect, handful of you. I'm going to share some data I've collected and learned. Through watching those, I've learned the number 1 reason men kill women is for things emotionally driven, like jealousy and rage. How dare she? Yet tell me, who's not fit to run the country? The number 1 reason women kill men? To get away from fucking men. Being honest. I saw a headline come out recently that was like, penis found in gas station. Just a penis. Not the man, just the penis. And it was quoted in a sub-headline underneath said, police say no cause for concern. First of all, I don't know what the fuck's happening in Florida. But second of all, men, y'all getting your dicks snatched up off your bodies. You gotta be careful. No one cares. Mind your P's and Q's because it's about to get more dangerous for you. I recently discovered gaslighting is just trying to convince someone else they farted. And you ever wonder when somebody goes, do you smell that? And they have this look on their face? Your first inclination is to, right? Why do we do that? I don't want to smell what's gross. You don't want to smell what's gross. Brains are weird, y'all. They're fucking weird. So, speaking of weird brains, I will leave you with one more thought this evening. Sometimes when I write jokes, I like to write them under the influence. Be it, what influence? I'll let you guess. One time, I just wrote, hot farts. That's it. That's all that was there. And I don't know where I was going with it or what I was experiencing. But I bring it up because I feel it's a good time to humble all of us and bring us together in a vulnerable moment, because we all know what a hot fart is and how dangerous they can be. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time.